Hey guys, it's your girl Edie and I'm back with another video today, and today is just going to be a sit down video, me talking to you guys about my opinions, my experience, and my advice about love. Yes, love is so complicated, but I feel like I have a good understanding of it. I am not a love expert, but I do have a lot to share with you guys. Maybe I could help you guys in some way. I don't know. I hope I do. Or maybe I'm just here entertaining you guys. I don't know why you're watching, but I hope you guys enjoy. So let me give you some background info on my love life. I've actually only had 2 serious relationships, and the first one I won't talk a lot about just because it's in the past for a reason, but I will say it was very toxic, and it did start in middle school, so that wasn't gonna work out. And I'm not throwing shade to this person. I don't want to make it seem like he was the most terrible person in the world, because people do change, and I know I've changed a lot since middle school / freshman year, so I don't want to talk really bad about him, but this is just what happened. And also, I haven't talked to him since freshman year, so I would not know what he's like today. And if you guys ask me who it is, I will not tell you, because I don't want to expose them, and I don't want to expose myself too, because it was a long time ago and it doesn't matter. And I'm in a serious relationship right now. It is very healthy, I promise. You'll hear about it throughout the video. So this past relationship, this dude was very jealous. And it was hard for me just because I lived with boys all my life. I had a brother and had 2 guy cousins in my house, so I was left with playing with all guys all the time. So once I started school, it was easy for me to make guy friends just because I had guys in the house, and that's all I ever knew. So it was really hard when this guy was jealous about me having guy friends, because it was just natural to me. I mean, I did have girlfriends. I was friends with a lot of people, and he was just jealous about everything, and it really made me into someone who I wasn't, which should never happen. You should always be with someone who embraces who you are. The first topic I want to talk about is something that's almost like a cliche, but I don't fully agree with it. So people say that you should love yourself before you love other people. And I think that's a good idea, but I do think that that's not always the case. So I think it's either love yourself before you love someone else, or you are in the process of loving yourself and the person you're with is supportive and helping you into loving yourself. That's really important, because if you're doing this all alone, it's not really gonna work out. You need other people to be there for you. It's all about that teamwork. And it doesn't even have to be in a relationship. It could just be with friends or your family. But definitely the person you associate with yourself really affects that process. The next thing I want to touch on is love at first sight. I myself don't believe in that. I feel like people who say that just do it based on looks, and that's not what we're looking for, right? We're looking for someone who's nice, someone who will care about you, someone who will support you, just a whole bunch of things that has nothing to do with your looks. And you never know what type of person that person can be with just looking at them. So I personally think you should get to know the person at least enough to trust them with your heart, because that's very important. You can't just give out your heart to someone you don't know. And like in some circumstances that's okay, like there's someone struggling and you decide to help them by buying them food, giving them blankets, maybe even bringing them into your house and giving them warmth. That's giving out your heart. That's very different, but I'm talking about relationships. you do not just give your heart to someone like that. You need to know them, trust them enough with your heart. Communication, that is very important. A lot of people say that, but it's so true. You can't just be with someone and not talk to them about your problems, not telling them what you think. It really will put a weight on your shoulders if you don't speak to them. Also, when you guys are in arguments, you can't just be silent. You can't just walk away from each other. To me, that shows that you don't really care. And I understand when people say I need space before I talk to you, because I feel like I'm gonna be rude and say something I don't mean. Like, I understand that, but you guys need to communicate, tell each other what you guys like, what you guys don't like, and figure it out. You guys need to listen to each other. That's very important, because you don't want to be with someone who doesn't listen to you at all, and then you feel like crap because they didn't listen to you when you said something very important that you were very excited about, and then they're just clueless. So that's not really fun. So I do believe you should be a major priority to your significant other, because you guys are spending so much time together and you want to show your love, show that you guys care about each other. But you need to understand that they have a life. You're a major part of their life, but they have other things to their life as well. They have family, they have friends, they might have a job. You don't know what they're going through. They might be stressed and they might not be able to send you that one text, and then you're getting mad about it, but they're actually really busy. They can't just see you every single day. They can't text you every single minute. You know what I mean? Like, that's just too much. And I struggled with this a little bit with Santos, because when he first got his job, it was about a year or two ago. I don't completely remember, but he was busy all the time. He went to work all the time. He missed a lot of my meets because I'm in cross country and track, and I would get upset, but later on I understood, like, he needs his job. He needs a way to pay for his car and insurance. Like, he has a lot on his hands, and I struggled just because, you know, those things were important to me, and I wanted a little bit more attention. And it's good to give the other attention, but sometimes we're too busy, and you need to understand that it's just what they need to do to survive. Jealousy is something that can really break a relationship. A lot of people will go nuts if their guy or girl says hi to another person. Like, it's natural. We all have friends. You need to talk to everyone in this world, because you can't just let someone be not acknowledged. You need to know how to work with others, because you're gonna have to work with a bunch of people when you're older, when you have your career. So it's totally normal to have a bunch of friends. So you need to learn not to be jealous. You need to understand they love you, not anybody else. Well, they might love other people because, you know, friends and family, but I mean, they don't love anybody else the way they love you. They're with you for a reason. Unless they're a bad person, then you need to leave them. But we're not talking about those people. We're talking about the people that actually truly love you. I did struggle with this a little bit, just because in my past relationship, the guy was crazy jealous, and I was never jealous. I was just a very happy person, friends with everyone. He kind of robbed a lot of my friends in middle school. I let him do that. Should have never let that happen, but it happened, and I regret it, but not that much, just because it built me into the person that I am today. The jealousy that he had stick onto me, because it was just an everyday thing. Like, it was non-stop, and at first it wasn't jealousy, it was just me getting mad. Just because I had friends doesn't mean that I want to be with them like the way I was with him. And so I was like, it's so unfair. Why should I stop talking to guys and you not stop talking to girls? And he was like, oh no, it's so much different. Like, it's really not. We're all the same. So that stuck onto me. And in the beginning of my relationship with Santos, I was jealous. Not because I started off as jealous, but because of my past and how that's all I ever knew. But it wasn't as extreme as the dude. I was jealous, but I wouldn't say anything. I would just stay quiet and it would slowly kill me. And sometimes I would show it. I would tell him, I'd get angry, but honestly, that was very unnecessary. I outgrew that though. He helped me because the thing is, I was born with all guys, obviously I said that, but he was surrounded by a lot of women, so he had a lot of friends that were girls. So that helped a lot because he brought me back into the person I used to be, someone who's very happy, who talked to everybody, you know. That's what you need. You need a person who fully supports who you are and just make you into a better version of yourself. This kind of in a way connects to my next topic, which is patience. And it connects because my boyfriend was very patient with me. He knew that the way I was acting was not who I was. Like, the jealousy part of me was not me. He was very patient. He really helped me, and he was just very calm, and he had hope. I did too, but it did take a long time. I'm not saying like it was 2 years, but it was a good year maybe. It was a rough year with that topic, but it all worked out at the end. I am the person I want to be now, and he was very patient with that. But beyond that, you need patience on them telling you on how they feel. Don't force them to say something that they're not ready to say. Don't force them to do anything they're not ready to do. I say you need to triple check on what your partner really wants, because they may change their mind. So you gotta keep asking. Don't think that it's gonna be annoying to them, like, oh, she might get annoyed and get mad that I asked her so many times, or like but honestly, it's for their own good, and they'll appreciate it later on. You need to be kind and sensitive with the other person. You do not know what they're going through. You have no idea what they've gone through, and you don't know what will come within their future. And even beyond that, like, humans deserve to be treated right. They should be respected. Of course, you treat everyone with respect the first time you meet them. Even if they treat you bad, you still respect them. You don't just bash on them, talking crap and all this stuff. Like, it's not worth your time and energy to do that. Words hurt. They really do. If you don't think they do, they really do. People commit suicide because of this. Like, it's very serious. You need to watch what you say, because people can become depressed. No one wants to be sad. Your goal in a relationship is to make each other happy and to care for each other without needing anything back. And of course, if the other person loved you back, you would want them to do the same. So that's really important to remember. Be kind, be sensitive, respect each other. If you guys need space, do it. I personally haven't done that. I just physically couldn't, because like, I see him every single day, and I always want to fix problems once I see the problem coming near, or when the problem is current. But if you need to, you can. Of course, just don't do anything done between that time. Just focus on yourself, focus on your hobbies, school, of course, things that are important to you. Once you feel calm enough, you go to them face to face and have a conversation. And do not be childish, do not curse, do not say anything hurtful, because you will regret it. Something that's really important to me is choosing to be happy. So I've experienced a lot of emotions while being in a relationship. Of course, you get angry, you get jealous, you get upset, but choose to be happy. Do not get mad over petty things. It's just a waste of time. Like, if you're always fighting, then why are you together? If he or she is treating you wrong, why are you together? I'm not saying he or she treated you bad once, because people can do it once and then you can gain their trust again, but it can't be like cheating. Obviously, if someone cheated, I wouldn't be able to go back to them. That's a big no to me. I would never go back. But choose to be happy. Happiness keeps you healthy, keeps the other person healthy, and it's just a great feeling. You don't want to be sad every single day of your life. You want to be happy. You want the other person to make you smile. You want to make them smile or laugh. I know in my relationship, of course, we had our ups and downs, but once we hit senior year, we're a little bit more mature. We're not fully mature, we're not adults, but we haven't fought as much as we used to. I honestly can't remember the last time we fought, just because we're just such a happy couple now, because we've been through a lot. So it will take time, but it will happen. We're just having the time of our lives. It's senior year, we're taking it easy. We're going out and having fun. We're staying in and having fun. We're focused on our future, of course. We take things seriously with our future and our education, but there's always room for fun. And that ties in with my next subject, which is to learn to have fun and joke around. So don't take it so seriously. Don't go in a relationship thinking, oh, we need to look a certain way so people will accept us, or people think we're the cutest couple or whatever. Like, to me, I think that should be between the two of you, but that's my opinion, of course, because with my relationship, we keep everything to ourselves. There's no reason to tell anybody else. It's more enjoyable that way too. We're not together to impress anybody. Yeah, people widen their eyes and say oh when we say that we've been together for almost 3 years, but it wasn't always all cute stuff when we were together. We only allow you guys to see what we want you to see, of course. And even the happy moments, we don't let you guys see all the happy moments. Sometimes we just want to keep it to ourselves. At the end of the day, we know that we love each other, and we don't have to show off each other every single day. And yes, about the taking joke part, once you're in a relationship for a long time, you stop caring about what the other person thinks about you, because you already know that they love you no matter what. So you can have an off day where you're just chilling and you're just not doing anything and you're just eating all the food you want. I was never shy at first. I've heard stories of where girls would be shy and they wouldn't eat in front of their boyfriends, but that never happened to me. Like, eating is natural. People get hungry. It happens. Like, it's not a big deal. But when I say take a joke, I mean like maybe he says something hurtful, but he's just playing around. You guys known each other for a long time. Like, it's not gonna hurt you. You know deep down that he loves you, and he knows that he loves you. So like, why are you going crazy about something he said? Don't take everything seriously, of course. That's like the number one. Don't take everything seriously. On a side note, I wanted to share something that me and Santos do, and it's really funny actually. We watch Vines and send each other memes all the time. Like, sometimes we don't even text each other. We're just sending memes to each other. We also don't text a lot. I'm a bad texter. I wouldn't say he's a bad texter, but he kind of is. But it's okay because we both are. But the thing is, we see each other a lot. We see each other at school and like we hang out. So like, it's alright. And plus, we're busy people. Like, when he goes to work, he goes to work. Like, he goes in for at least 5 hours when he goes in, and like on Sundays he goes in all day. So like, I respect that. I'm not gonna bother him. He's obviously busy, and he knows when I'm busy too. Like, I have practice for an hour and a half, and then I go to work sometimes, but we do make time for each other, and that's really important. Also, another side note, when I said about how we rarely fight, and like I can't remember the last time we fought. We do have debates, and it's not like serious. We're just like, we love to educate ourselves. He's a very smart person. He remembers so much about science. Like, I don't understand how that sticks in his brain, but like, if I ever have a question, I always go to him because he's just so smart, and he knows a lot about history. And like, I like history, not as much as him, but I do. But we'll have debates here and there about like, do you think this is fair? Do you think the government's doing the right thing? Like, you need to have thought-provoking conversations and not just be like, oh my god, I love you so much, you're my whole world. Like, those are okay conversations. Like, you can have them obviously, but I'm saying you need to have more than that. You guys need to educate each other. You guys need to help each other grow, not even just with your education, but like spiritually, emotionally, mentally. You guys need to keep each other strong. So I do think keeping a relationship to yourself is the best method, but that's just for me. If you want to go public, but don't go way out there, like showing every single fight, showing every single happy moment, showing every single sad moment. Like, do not go above and beyond. Do not share every single little thing, just because, one, people will see your true colors, and you want to show the right colors, the colors that are actually you. Because when you're mad, you say things that you don't mean. When you're sad, your mind is everywhere, and it might not be the person you actually are, and it's another side of you. But sometimes there's just thoughts in your mind that don't really add up to the person that you truly are. But that's totally up to you. I can't tell you what to do. I have had success with having a private relationship. I like to call it mysterious because no one really knows what we're up to, which is fine. I love it that way. He likes it that way. And I'm not even totally private about what we do, because sometimes I do want to show him off. Sometimes I want people to know, because I don't want people thinking that I'm embarrassed to be with him, because I'm really not. I'm 1,000% happy to be with him. He's so great. I could talk about how great he is for hours, days, weeks, and that's how it should be. You should be very excited to see someone, to hear someone's voice. You should be excited of just even thinking about them, dreaming about them. Although I don't have many dreams about him. If I have dreams, they're scary dreams. I'm sorry, I'm getting off topic. Anyways, of course, as I mentioned, all of these things put together to create a healthy relationship is gonna take so much time. It is not gonna come within the first week or the first 5 months. I think it'll come within like at least a year. Like, come on guys, you guys need to spend time with each other to get to know each other. You need to know their true intentions. You gotta know how they're with their family, with their friends, with their education, with their future. It takes a lot of time. And it takes a lot of time to get used to being with someone. I've grown attached to Santos because, like I said, we've been together for almost 3 years. And it's not like I would die if he moved or something like that. I would be very, very upset. But like, things happen. But time is a major key. I hope the best for you guys. I don't want anybody to get hurt. And if you guys need help, I'm here for you. I am not shy to talk about these things. A lot of people think I'm shy. No, I'm not. You guys can talk to me. You guys just really have to talk to me to get to know me, and then I'll talk to you and get closer to you. So that concludes my video about love. I hope I helped someone. I hope my advice was very informative, or maybe you just watched and I hope you were entertained. I don't know why you watched again, but I'm glad you did. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video, and you guys already know I post every single week, so I'll see you guys then. Bye. I'll show you.